Hi students, this is Basudev Panda. Welcome to Master of English. Welcome another class. पिले आमे ऑन एग्जामिनेशन रो चारिटा यूनिट पढ़ी सारिछे. आज तार टेक्स्ट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर पाखापाखि चारिटा यूनिट रे 32-33 क्वेश्चन 33 क्वेश्चंस आर देयर. तो सब क्वेश्चन रो आंसर केमती लिखिबा से विषय देखिबा. भिडियोटी तुम मन पई बहुत इंपोर्टेंट कारण तुम आग परीक्षा अच्छी तुम ए भितर ही 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन अच्छी. ताहले विलंब करवानी आरंभ करवा. प्रथम प्रश्न हूँ डज द राइटर लाइक एग्जामिनेशन कोड द लाइन इन सपोर्ट ऑफ योर आंसर. ताहले कौन हम पे आंसर हम नो द राइटर डजंट लाइक एग्जामिनेशन. No, the writer doesn't like examination. Quote the line in support of your answer. इस जगह में quote करिबा को line टा I entered the inhospitable regions of examination and these examinations were great trials to me. 2 number प्रश्न. Mention the subjects that were dearest to the examiners. को सब्जेक्ट पिले एग्जामिनर मान को भल लगुला हम जानिचे लैटिन एंड मैथमेटिक्स. सो कौन लिखा आम द सब्जेक्ट्स दैट्स आर डियरेस्ट टू द एग्जामिनर्स वेयर लैटिन एंड मैथमेटिक्स. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 देखा. 3 नंबर प्रश्न कौन अच्छे व्हिच सब्जेक्ट डिड द राइटर लाइक द मोस्ट. राइटर कहले विंस्टन चर्चिल तांकू को सब्जेक्ट गुड़िक पसंद थिला भल लगुला. हिस्ट्री पोएट्री एंड राइटिंग एसेज आम टेक्स्ट जहाँ पढ़ीचे. तो आम ये लिखा द सब्जेक्ट्स दैट वेर द राइटर लाइक द मोस्ट आर व्हाट आर दोस हिस्ट्री पोएट्री एंड राइटिंग एसेज. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 नंबर प्रश्न व्हाट रीजन does the writer give for his not doing well in examination. परीक्षा रे भल न करिवार कारण सबू कौन देथिले. The examination questions were set from Latin and mathematics which were not favorable for the author and the writer had no knowledge in them. They set no question from his favorable area, that is history, poetry and writing essays. So he did not do well in the examination. तापर लिखिबा 5 नंबर what did the writer write in the answer book for the Latin paper. तांगर Latin paper रा answer book रे से कोन लिखिले. The writer did not write anything in the Latin paper. He wrote only his name. Then after much reflection what he did, he wrote the number and put bracket around it. Yes or no? And that much will be the answer. Then question number 6 6 number प्रश्न what are the sad spectacle for him. तांको पई दुखद दृश्य कोटा थिला. 6 number प्रश्न the writer said tear. He was crying in the examination hall. Teardrops fell on answer paper and created blots and smudges. And these blots and smudges were the sad spectacle for him. तापर आमे लिखिबा 7 नंबर प्रश्न what was the writer's position in the merit list for admission. admission रो merit list रे राइटर कर पोजीशन कौन थिला. इन द मेरिट लिस्ट द राइटर वाज प्लेस्ड इन द थर्ड और लोएस्ट डिवीजन ऑफ द फोर्थ और बॉटम फॉर्म. ये सुनो. क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 देखिबा एबे whom does he give the credit his success of his success in the entrance examination. Why? The writer give credit of his success in the entrance examination to Dr. Weldon, the principal, and according to the writer Dr. Weldon was a man capable of looking beneath the surface of things. He passed out Churchill even though he had written nothing. No number question. What does he mean by I gain no more advantage from the alphabet than from the wide sphere of letters? ताहले कौन कहते से जे अक्षर इंग्राजी अक्षर गुड़िकर समाहार मु किसी भी पाइली नहीं किसी लाभ पाइली नहीं ताहले कौन लिखिबा यार अर्थ कौन लिखिबा हमें द नेम्स ऑफ द न्यू बॉयज वर प्रिंटेड in the school list in alphabetical order. So as his name started with S, as Spencer Churchill was his name, Churchill appeared toward the end of list, and the writer, in a panic manner says, I gained no more advantage from the alphabet than from the wide sphere of letter. The number question. How did he become the last boy in the class? किभली से स्कूल रे लास्ट हेतिले Churchill's name was at the third position from the bottom, and at the two students who were under him, they just disappeared from the school for illness or any other cause immediately, and like that he became the last boy in the class. 11 number question. What is the custom of calling the roll at Harrow? Harrow रे को भलिया से माने attendance नौथुले. 11 number question. The custom of calling the roll at Harrow was that when the roll is called, the students file past a master in the schoolyard and answer, what one by one. 12 number प्रश्न अभी देखिबा हमें व्हाट इज द कस्टम ऑफ कॉलिंग द रोल एट Eton रे को भलिया अटेंडेंस नहीं आउतला एट Eton the boys stand in a cluster and lift their hats when their names are called. 13 number प्रश्न why is last of all? Why did people say? लोक माने काहे की एवली कहउतले जैसे काहे की सबोले शेष रे अछि बोली. So we'll write केमति लिखिबा Churchill's name was at the end of the school list. During the roll call, it comes last when he files past. So the people who were there on the stairs to watch him, to march by, they comment, why is last of all? बर्तमान देखिबा एटा फर्स्ट यूनिट सरी गला पहिले आमे देखिबा बर्तमान सेकंड यूनिट. सेकंड यूनिट रो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What kind of students were taught Latin and Greek at Harrow? Latin and Greek काहाकू को पिला मानकू पढ़ा जाऊ थिला कोठी Harrow रे. So the clever students were taught Latin and Greek at Harrow. 2 number प्रश्न. Which students were taught only English? को पिला मानकू केवल English पढ़ा होथुला. कोन कहबा the dull students were taught English only. 3 number प्रश्न. How does the writer rate English as a subject and Mr. Somerville as a teacher? से English को subject हिसाब रे और Mr. Somerville को teacher हिसाब रे किभली देखुथिले. 3 number प्रश्न. ताले कोन कहबा पिले according to the writer. yes or no जेतु राइटर को मतामत दियो बोली कहिछि. According to the writer, English should be read for earning livelihood. The English teacher, Mr. Somerville, was a delightful man. He could teach in an easy manner so that the dull student could understand his teaching. He taught parsing and analysis of English thoroughly. Yes or no? And he had his own system, own method of teaching. Question number 4. What part of the English grammar did he learn from Mr. Somerville? Somerville कोटारू से कौन सीखिले. 4 number प्रश्न रो उत्तर. Churchill learned from Somerville English parsing and English analysis. It included identifying and using subject, object, verb, clauses, conjunctives, disjunctives, etc. 5 number प्रश्न. How did he score over the clever schoolfellows in after years? yes, भविष्य से किभली भल कले जो पिला माने थिले से मानक ठारू. The clever students in Harrow were taught Latin, mathematics and Greeks, etc., etc., are splendid things like that. But in after years, to earn their livings or make their way, they had to learn English. Churchill had already got much knowledge in English and scored over theirs. 6 number question. Why was he biased in favor of boys learning English language? काहीकि से सेमानकर सपक्ष रे थिले. He was biased in favor of boys learning English language because English would give them job opportunity and would earn their living. 6 number प्रश्न. तो ये थिला हमर यूनिट 2 रो प्रश्न. वर्तमान देखिबा हमें यूनिट 3. यूनिट 3 रो प्रथम प्रश्न. How did the boys enjoy their time at swimming bath? Swimming pool रे पिला माने किभली तांकर टाइम को एन्जॉय करूथिले. So what to write? The boy enjoyed at the swimming bath. They are eating enormous buns and taking bath at the hot asphalt margin. Yes or no? And they are playing pranks with each other, and like that they were enjoying at the swimming bath. Question number 2. 2 number प्रश्न. What kind of pranks did they enjoy at the bath? कि भलिया pranks सब से माने enjoy करूतले. They question number 2. The pranks they enjoyed at the bath was here, especially we'll talk about the particular pranks, to come stealthily behind some friends or juniors and pull them into the bath. Yes or no? Pull them into the bath. These were the pranks they normally enjoyed at Harrow. Then question number 3. What did the writer do to the boy standing in a meditative posture? Question number 3. Once a boy was standing in a meditative posture on the bank of the pond, Churchill came behind him secretly, pulled out his towel out of humility and pushed him into the water. Question number 4. What was the reaction of the boys? What was the reaction of the boy? The boy emerged from the foam angrily, seized Churchill in a ferocious grip, and hauled him into the deepest part of the pool. Yes or no? Yes. Question number 5. What did the writer learn about Emery from the crowd of younger boys? And so as soon as the writer stumbled out, he was being surrounded by agitated group of boys, and they recounted the fame and reverence Emery had. They told Emery was a champion at gym, he had his football colors, and he was the head of his house, etc., etc. Question number 6. How did the writer apologize for his misconduct? कि बढ़िया से apologize कले, क्षमा मांगिले. Question number 6. The writer came near Emery and said, "I'm very sorry. I mistook you for a fourth boy. You are so small. My father, who is a great man, is also so small," he added after he was not placated. Question number 7. Did he apologize out of fear or guilt or both? He apologized out of guilt to him. It was with the guilt of sacrilege. Question number 8. Did the matter end happily for the writer? Yes. Yes, no question. So yes, the matter ended happily for the writer. बर्तमान देखा पिले आम क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 यूनिट 4 लास्ट यूनिट प्रश्न गुड़िक देखा। 1 नंबर प्रश्न 3 years difference in age is not so important as it is at school. How does the writer prove it? किभली से प्रमाण कले 3 years difference may be enough in school, so Churchill had to beg pardon to Emery in school. In later life, Churchill became the prime minister and Emery was his cabinet colleagues for many years. They had no ill feeling, no difficulty, and no deviation with each other. Question number 2. How did the writer fare at school? किभली से भलो करुथिले? We know the writer remained in the lowest rank in merit list at school. It pained him, yes or no? Much yet he showed excellence in few fields. किछिटा field रे से भलो करिथिले. Then question number 3. How did he win a prize at school? Once in a competition which was open to the whole school, he recited to the headmaster a 1200 lines poem by Macleish Ancient Rome. Yes or no? Lays of Ancient Rome without making a mistake and got a prize. Question number 4. What was the writer's noteworthy achievement at school? The writer had achieved 2 successes while stagnating at the bottom of the school. One was he recited the 1200 lines poems Macleish Lays of Ancient Rome without a single mistake, and he was passed. He passed which one? On the preliminary examination to the army while at the bottom of the school. Question number 5 देखिबा पिले 5 नंबर प्रश्न. How did the writer prepare himself for the preliminary examination for the army? 5 number question. The writer thought that there would be a question to draw the map of a country, and that country might be New Zealand. So what he did exactly, he put all the maps into his hats and drew out New Zealand as a final preparation. And the first question in the examination was, sure enough, draw a map on New Zealand. Like this, he had done well in the examination. Question number 6, 6 number प्रश्न. Why does he call his success an unplane? He called his success an unplane because he had read only one about New Zealand, and it was like a type of gambling. And actually the same question that to draw a map on New Zealand was there in the question paper. That's why he had quoted that it was an unplane. So that's all from the questions section of on examination. Hope this will help you to get good marks. Bye bye.